There are so many little details tucked into this journal, and over the next several weeks, I'll be sharing every one of them with you. Together, we'll build the Regency Collection Journal, one page, one project, and one idea at a time. I'll share my creative process, the techniques I use, and the little design decisions that help bring each page to life. Some projects are simple, while others are a little more involved, but each one plays a part in creating the finished journal. Whether you're creating along with me or simply looking for inspiration for your own journals, I hope you'll enjoy the journey. So let's turn the page and see what we're creating today. Hi everyone, my name is Mary Lou, and this is Create Junk Journals with Mary Lou, and I am back with my Regency journal, my Regency Collection Journal that I have been working in. Today, I am going to work with a freebie. So I'm going to put this aside, and I have a freebie for you guys. And it is 2 beautiful cameos. So I'm going to cut these out, and then I'll show you how I am thinking that I want to use them in my journal. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining me today. I know when it's summer, it's a little bit harder to get into crafting, but for us YouTubers, life goes on, and we have to keep going. So that's why I thought, for the summer, why don't I do like a whole bunch of just little projects, just fun projects that you can easily do in just a little moment, because everybody sometimes needs just that moment to themselves, and what better way to do that than by having a little craft time. And these cameos are perfect for that. And I think they will make beautiful journal pages, or journal cards. Sorry, I was not sure what I was going to call it, but I think they make beautiful journal cards, and that's kind of how I designed them, is to do that. And I love that they have like the gold edge around them, but I am going to give it a little bit more of a gold edge. And I want to grab my paper artsy paint, my gold paint, and give it some more gold around the edges. And I want to give it a little bit more structure, because I printed this on 30-pound photo paper, which is making the colors look super bright and shiny. It is matte photo paper though, but that isn't like substantial enough to make a journal card, and I want it to look a little bit more vintage. So I'm going to grab some coffee dye paper, and it is like that on the other side, and I used coffee dye and then a little bit of rust water, which has given it a really beautiful look. I just love this paper, so I think I want to, if I glue these on here, and then I can cut around it, and then I have beautiful sturdy little journal cards. So I'll just use my fast grab tacky glue, and put this aside for now, and then I'm just going to cover this really well in glue so that all the edges are covered. And that there is nothing going to fall apart on it. So all the way along the edges, and all the way along the inside. And then I'll grab my paper, and I'm going to stick this right on here. And I'm just sliding it so that it goes all the way to the edge. I don't want to waste this paper. because I think it is beautiful. So the more that I can save, the better it is. Grab my bone folder and go over top to get the glue to spread really nicely out to the base. There we go. That's one. Do I have enough space for the other one? I do. Just enough. That's perfect. Okay. Let's put the glue on there. So this is a super quick, easy project. I want to lay it upside down and go around this like that. Oh, whoopsies. Let's not do that. Okay. Whoops. There we go. So I can cut these out. There we go. Both cut out. And now I need something to put my paint on. I know I have a piece of... I need to try and get this paint thing off here, because how beautiful would that be to use in a journal? So I'm going to play with that later. But that's, you can see how hard it is to get paper artsy paint off of something. Like, it is pretty solid paint, but it is also beautiful gold. And I know it looks weird, but it is the right color. I want to use a paintbrush and try not to get it all over my hands. So I'm just going to kind of give it an edge of gold. So instead of using ink to edge it, I am using just a little bit of gold paint. Which also raises it up a little bit. This is very simple, yet you can do so many different things with every piece in this kit.
what I am showing you is only part of how I am envisioning it. But I'm sure there's other ways to do it, and I would love to see how you are using this in your journals, because it just gives all that extra inspiration for anybody who is using this. I'm also still looking for someone to join my design team. If you are, if you love what I make and you love my designs, why not try and join? Why not let me know that you want to join my design team? All you have to have really is an Instagram account where you're posting your creations, or a Facebook page, or TikTok, whichever. And then we can partner up. I would love to have someone else on my team. Um, because I'm also curious to see how you envision my designs, right? Just because I see it in one way doesn't mean that that is the only way. So that's why I am looking for someone else. And if that sounds interesting to you, let me know. The position is open. So if you love my paper dolls and everything, and you want everything all the time, well, you would be the first to get everything. I just love paper artsy paint. It just, it's a different level of paint. I can buy regular paint in at Michael's or anything like that, like the craft paints. But these are just so beautiful, and they are matte, and they dry super fast. So I don't have to wait for like 2 hours for something to dry. Okay, there is my two ladies. I may put a little bit of gold splatter on this, but I'm not sure if I want to do that just yet. The paint is still wet right now, so I'm going to let it dry, and then I'm going to fold them in half and put them in my journal. So this is what they look like on the inside, and I think that is absolutely lovely. And then the outside is like that. So this is how I am seeing to use this. I may put some glossy accents all the way over top of this to raise it and give it a little bit, like make it like an oval raised bit, because I think I like that too. But I am not sure if my glossy accents, if I have enough glossy accents. So that is another part that I would envision to do. But I'm maybe I can put some resin on it. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. So for now, this is what I have come up with to do with them. I'm going to let them dry just like that. So I am going to sign off and say goodbye for today. thank you very much for watching. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe and the hype button. And the link for the freebie is down in the description. It is not the link to the freebie, it's the link to my coffee shop. So in the coffee shop, you just go to the shop and then you find the freebie. It is much easier to do it that way than to constantly find the different links, and if I have something wrong, then the link doesn't work anymore. So it's much easier to just send you to my shop. Thank you very much for watching. Have a lovely rest of your day, and I will see you again the next time.